Hey everyone, welcome back in. This is Pharaoh with Total Understanding Tarot, and we are back with your collective love reading for the week. So let's tap right into it. Okay, and we're back. Thank you so much again for joining us here. This is Pharaoh with Total Understanding Tarot. This is a general reading for your love life for the week. Now, be it romantic, platonic, you take the message how it resonates. If it doesn't, feel free to check out our other videos, as all of our readings are timeless. If you would like to book a personal reading with us, you can check out our new website in the description box below, www.TotalUnderstandingTarot.com. Also, follow us over on Instagram for daily vibes, is where we post tarot readings throughout the week when we aren't posting these collective readings. So tap in over there at Pharaoh's Rise. Total Understanding Tarot on Instagram is no longer a page. We are no longer affiliated or associated with that page because it was disabled and we weren't able to recover it. So we're just rocking with Pharaoh's Rise, and you can get all the content over there, okay? You won't miss out on anything. In the pre-shuffle, the Six of Swords popped out, and it also popped out now with the Justice card. It's like all these cards are flying around a little bit. So the Magician popped out as well. I'm really feeling that some of you guys are walking away from the idea that you are just a victim of life, that you are just a victim of love and on a battlefield is what I'm feeling. It's like you are taking responsibility for the part that you play in relationships, and also the lessons that you learn as well. I really like the Game of, I might do the Game of Thrones set. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that one. Yeah, so it's just this beautiful energy of evolving and transforming just off the strength of wondering why things weren't progressing, wondering why maybe you weren't having, quote, luck in love. And it's not about luck. It's about the wisdom that you needed to gain, the experience that comes with it, because also wisdom comes through experience, right? So whether you listen to someone who's gone through something and you take that and you use it to your benefit, that way you don't have to go through the experience yourself. Either way, someone has to go through something to impart wisdom on you. So that the scales must be balanced in that way. The debt, so to speak, has to be paid for the amount of insight that you gain. So just being powerful, highly intuitive beings, know that not only have you not, this isn't your first time here, many lifetimes contributed to you gaining the status, is what I'm hearing. Yo! Oh my gosh! So you're the Empress on a new beginning. You're the Empress on a new path. You all know Daenerys Targaryen came out claiming her birthright. You know, she had pretty much nothing to her name. She was at the expense of her brothers, trading her for his own pleasure and sacrifice. But she was a very astute person, extremely observant. And it's just this energy of you can no longer be naive. It's still gentle as a dove, wise as a serpent. And that may be a bit challenging for the collective because you want to maintain your pure heart and your pure intentions, of course, but you have to notice and ground yourself and realize where you are and realize what you've gone through and see the patterns. And some things may not be an easy truth for you to acknowledge, but in order for you to succeed in any situation, any relationship, you must be willing to see the truth. You must be willing to see. This is what I'm hearing. You must be willing to see. And we have the Tower on the bottom. So yeah, for what you've asked for, this clarity is inevitable. This clarity is, it's like an initiation that you have to go through. It's an initiation that has to be passed in order for you to gain this status. There's no way you can bypass it. It's like the dissertation process and getting a PhD, right? You can do all the work, but if you don't write that dissertation, you're not going to get that PhD. There's nothing you can do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're not getting it. So it's like, whatever this is that the collective is going through, this filtering, this sifting, you know, this sifting process, the wheat from the chaff type energy, like that's within yourself. You know, you're externalizing, saying, oh yeah, I'm getting all these people out of my life, they don't mean me no good. You're able to do that because you're noticing what is in you that's resonating with that energy. You have a lot of dead ends. I'm hearing, like, clip those dead ends. You have that energy too. So by you taking accountability, you're able to see the pattern. Check out the readings from this weekend, because those were really powerful too. There was so many little nuggets of wisdom in there. Let's tap into y'all love reading though. Yeah, what I just said, some of y'all are being so naive. It's not a judgmental thing. It's just like acknowledging what is. You know, it's like you're believing what you want to believe. You're believing what someone is saying because of the perceived void that's in you, because of the unhealed space in you. So your intuition is telling you this isn't a good situation for us. I don't feel like this is right. You know, this person is lying when they said that I feel it. This person is lying about this. But that part of you that wants to believe them, that wants to believe their words, that wants to believe their tears, is like, and this is somebody who's in a very the emperor the devil clarified by the emperor. They can't make anything grow without using the energy of other people. Whatever this is what makes whoever you are dealing with powerful, because they're able to basically they're being energy vampires of all the people that they are with. You know, they just gain by conquering, and it's just energy of their they're not even the King of Swords. They don't even communicate that well. They don't even, they're not as strategic as they think they are. They're not as smart as they think they are with this. And I usually don't go into readings about people like this. I want to cater to the collective, but this is helping you all understand the type of energy. You were the Empress that popped out, right? You were the Empress, and with that Six of Swords, it's like you have to walk away from those self-limiting beliefs. You have to walk away from the idea that you are not worthy of a counterpart equal to who has gone through the initiations that you have gone through. You know, you may be giving people leeway, saying, well, oh, I've been in those situations before, and, you know, I don't want to give someone a hard time, or I understand, so let me just work with them. If you were able to overcome your heartache, your heartbreak, if you were able to go through several dark nights of the soul, if you were able to confront your shadow and merge with it and love on that shadow and embrace it as a part of you, your counterpart is more than able of doing that as well. So I'm really getting with this Emperor. They're not as right. They're coming out as the Knight of Swords. Like the Emperorship in the Emperor's tool belt should be all kings, just like in the Emperor's tool belt should be all queens. He or she, it's not gender specific, but it's a masculine energy, right? You could be dealing with a fire sign or a Capricorn. I'm really feeling it's a tie, it's a karmic, it's a chain that needs to be broken, not only with you, but it's in your lineage. It's a repeated pattern that you can even pinpoint within the elder members of your family. And so they're coming out as the Knight of Swords. They're not as wise. They act too swiftly, and that's the demise. Pride comes before the fall. This person feels like they were untouchable in a way. And yeah, and here you are, the Fool energy, right? And I know the Fool just in everyday society isn't seen as something positive. It isn't seen as it is in the tarot deck in terms of being optimistic, taking that leap of faith, going into unknown territory. But just like there's duality with everything, so there's a light and a dark side of being the Fool. The Fool is considered the Fool because they don't know yet what they don't know. That's why they're able to take those risks, because it's the unknown and they're not really sure of what's out there, but all they know is they have this passion, they have this drive, they have this idea of what can be, so they're making it happen. They're traveling light. But it's almost like that show, well, it's like an older cartoon. It was like an older gentleman, and basically he would be walking throughout the streets and just sort of oblivious to what was going on, but as he was walking, he was like causing car accidents, but he would come out unharmed. Like, people were dropping things and ruining their day, but he was just like going through unscathed, just like you know, just unbothered in this energy. And that's sort of the Fool energy. So it could have been that it's just time to grow up, you know, understand that your actions have rewards and consequences, that all those little choices you thought were little choices weren't just little choices, they were adding up. Like, I was going to delete some stuff in my phone and I was looking for the bigger files. Once again, this happened to me before. I think I explained this to you guys maybe last year or something, and I was looking for the larger files, but it was really those little files that were adding up and causing so much storage on my phone. And so you're probably going through like, what did I do wrong? What did I, you know, starting off with that mindset isn't honoring who you are and honoring your journey. But you're trying to figure, like, you're looking for these big crossroads, these major intersections, and the divine is saying it's your daily choices that are leading you either closer to or farther away from your destiny, farther away from your desired outcome. It's you choosing to continue to date someone even though on that first date you know this isn't what you want. You know what I mean? You just, you know, you feel lonely and you're feeling vulnerable and you're not really standing in your power. The Empress will wait. They have many suitors. Just bring in the next one, you know? So it's just this energy of standing up in your power. And so it's those little decisions on a day-to-day. But we have the Ace of Spears popping out. Let's see what this is. The Ace of Spears with the Fool, yeah. With the Justice, with the Five of Swords. So like I said, look, I just said it, and this is how the cards fell. Those scales have to be balanced, right? When you create a void, it has to be filled up with something. So what are you going to fill that void up with? Okay, you had the experience. You had your heart broken. You know, it happened. So do you want to fill that space up with the lessons that you learned, with the reflections of who you were in the situation? Or do you want to fill it up with blame? Do you want to fill it up with this karmic energy? Do you want to fill it up with, oh, it was their fault and I had nothing to do with it, da 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 da? You attracted what you were ready for in this energy. You felt like you couldn't do better. Seven of Coins. You felt like, oh, everything I try isn't working, so I'm just going to accept. I'm going to accept this because I'm not worthy of better. Nothing I do works. Like all of this energy, and you deceived yourself. It's you manipulated yourself. You self-sabotaged yourself. But what I'm seeing, this is your chance for a new start. Page of Spears. There may be you're breaking the rules in terms of those self-imposed limitations. This is the Game of Thrones deck, but look at this. This helmet reminds me of the Mandalorian, and you know they never take their helmet off. They never show themselves. So there are some non-negotiables that it will be beneficial for you to put into place for your life. Regardless of how open and understanding and non-judgmental you want to be, you can still be all of those things and have some hard non-negotiables. You know, and I feel like going into this energy, you will attract your Emperor. Because the Emperor in their highest form has their non-negotiables as well. There are some things in terms, and you are the deciding factor on what two partners are able to compromise on, but there are some foundational beliefs, some hard yeses, some hard no's that must be put in place that are really there for your protection. Your boundaries are there for your protection, because if you continue to allow your heart to get battered and bruised, that's the least amount of less trust you will have for yourself, less trust you will have for your intuition and the inner child, because you're going to want to protect that. So you're going to want to protect it by building walls and making it like Fort Knox, when in fact it should just be healthy boundaries. So we have the Ace of Cups, yeah, and this new love coming into you by showing you self-love, right? This is the divine's gift to you. They're balancing out the scales here, right? And we all know Ned Stark was unjustly killed in the Game of Thrones, right? And so, like I said, when I read from this deck, I speak on the show. So if you haven't watched it, there may be a lot of spoilers when I read from this deck. So that's the Justice card. And this happened early on in the series anyway, probably, you know, the first few episodes. So here we are. It's like justice was served. Justice was served. Please believe justice was served, okay? 1 second. Thank you. Pardon me about, yeah, so justice was served, okay? Ace of Cups. So we got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Spears. It may be, it's a balancing out, right? Cups and fire, they're opposite elements. So it's a way to merge two seemingly opposing energies to work in tandem with one another. This is you balancing your passion and your fire with your emotions, balancing what you go for. And sometimes you have to make head over heart decisions, and sometimes you just have to use your heart. It's you knowing when to use those energies. But it's also it represents that masculine and feminine element, that that electric and magnetic energy. You're cultivating the balance internally so it can be reflected outwardly. Yeah, exactly. 9 of Cups on the bottom. You're giving yourself the love and attention that you need, filling your own cup. So you know what it feels like to walk around full. You're not looking for someone else to finish you off. And the rest that you're looking for is by the divine. It's a connection with spirit. It's a connection to your higher self. I never really noticed that. Kind of like an eye was popping out there, but it's like a pearl. And pearls, like diamonds, like they all take time. They all take time. You know, pearls just start off as a speck of sand, something that, you know, there's so much of that there's no, not to say there's no value, because we love nature and we're thankful for all that it brings, but on the market there's no value in a grain of sand. It's only when it's gone through that process, that incubation period. Yeah, and so with the 8 of Cups, with the yeah, it's like another, like the eye, like you're allowing clarity to shine on those things that you may not have been willing to see. It's some things that you didn't want to see. It's some things that you were, the divine was trying to show you, and you were like, no, that can't be it. And some questions you didn't know how to ask, and the divine was showing you. And that's the point of the subconscious being made conscious, is that there are some things that you're not going to recognize as the truth. That's the point, because it wasn't conscious to you. So to reject the clarity and to reject the love of the universe is to reject and hinder your own growth. So at this time, you're making a new start. You're very protected. And also with that Mandalorian reference, that was the protective of the child, or Baby Yoda, as everyone called the child. We have the 6 of Cups. This is a past energy. So this could be ancestors. Yeah. Ancestors, this justice isn't just for you. This is from your family line. This is for your grandma. This going through these cycles, getting her heart broken and working and striving. Your grandpa going through his cycles, and whatever. This is ancestral justice, right? I'm seeing, yeah, it's like balancing the scales on the earth plane, right? Because they're showing me here the 2 of coins within the 7 of coins. So it's being made manifest here on earth, on the earthly realm. Not just something that you can feel like, oh yes, I know the divine. No, it's being made manifest, and you are the vessel that is coming through. 7 of Spears. Yeah, because you fought for this. You fought for this. And with that Page of Spears, this 8 of Spears, and it's coming in quicker than you imagine. You're highly protected. Yeah, so you have to have those non-negotiables, because why? Why do you have to have those you may be dealing with the Virgo, or it may be energy that sort of started to happen during Virgo season, right? When people were starting to see you glow up. And it's like, oh, I got to find a way to be strategic and come back and get whoever, because we had the 2 of Cups to fall over the Page of Spears, but it's also clarified by the Five of Coins with the Seven of Cups with the Hermit card. So it's telling me in this situation, there's going to be a lot of suitors at your door. There's going to be a lot of options for you. Even if you're in a relationship, you glowing up, you're going to look good to a lot of people, not just your partner. So it's going to be used to have some hard non-negotiables, period. Not entertaining people when you can feel that they are trying to flirt with you. I mean, if you and your partner in a monogamous relationship, whatever you got going on, it's this energy of you need to make it plain. You need to make it clear. They're showing me the dragon here. Yeah, when you see a dragon, you know it's a dragon. It's nothing to be reasoned with. It is or it isn't. And the things that happened in the past, all of this, it is what it is. It is what it is. You chose this path. They chose to treat you how they treated you. And now they're seeing that, what? They're seeing the crown. They're seeing the crown. And you're seeing it too. So that's the point, right? We have that clarified by the Hermit. Yeah, Six of Swords. It's time to walk away from illusions. It's time to walk away from those self-imposed illusions when your intuition tells you one thing and you start to manipulate yourself and thinking, no, that can't be right. Well, I don't deserve that because back in my past I did do this or that, so what? You've overcome that. It's not your job to be, how do I say this? You cannot find your retribution, healing, or restoration by taking on more hurt and heartache from other people. Like, you're looking for validation for your journey, and your journey and your presence in this moment is the validation. So it's just this energy of like Queen of Swords with the Judgment card, with the Death card. You're going in and finding your power. Now, we all know, well, I don't know if we all know, but Cersei in this, she was pretty much one of the most evil characters in this series. But it's like this energy of you also have the Queen of Swords in your arsenal, and that's just period. You don't always pull the Queen of Swords out. She's not always needed for every conversation. You don't always have to come that hard. But your ancestors are saying, baby girl, baby boy, Miss Empress, Mr. Emperor. You got the Queen of Swords, you got the King of Swords in your arsenal. You need to know when to be unapologetically clear about what it is that you do want and what you don't want. You're transforming. Stop trying to hold on. Yeah, the four coins came out, holding on to this process of letting go. It is what it is. Why are you trying to be seen a certain way? Why are you trying to be seen as, oh, this is the person that always shows up. They're always the one that, you could count on them. So wait, your boundaries are only going to offend people who are trying to manipulate and use you anyway. If somebody tells you, hey man, I'm sorry, like I can't do this time, or I can't do this, it's like, okay, cool. But when it comes to you stating your boundaries, you have people who are very manipulative and they know how to pull on you. They know your weak spots. That's why you got to know you. What was it? There was a phrase that I was given before I started this reading. I hope it comes back. Because but it's something along the lines of, when you know your faults, they can't be used against you. When you accept your journey, it can't be used against you. Something along those lines. It was just like a little more, it had a little more flavor to it. But it's that energy. Just accept your path. You're victorious anyway. Daenerys Targaryen had to go through some stuff when she was with the Dothraki. She was having to, she was basically like a concubine at first until she found her power, right? Until she found out, like, oh, I have my own feminine wiles. I can, this is not something that I would recommend, but for the purpose of this, she used her Queen of Swords card. She stopped being a victim in her life and started to see her power and started to see that, oh, this is a game out here that people are playing. And if I want to come out here and keep trying to be a gentle dove, these other snakes are going to eat me up. I have to learn how to shapeshift. I have to learn how to still keep my integrity, but still move in the, I was about to say move in the boardroom. I know this is a love reading, but self-love is also tied to what it is that you do, who it is that you are. In every way that you show up for yourself authentically, you are showing love. And so that means you're able to show up in your partnerships. And that means you'll be able to attract in that partner that's doing the same thing. You want someone that's clear and concise, someone that's loving and caring and grounded. Someone that communicates well, someone that's full of passion, someone that knows how to go out there and make it happen. That person who you're wanting to manifest wants those same things too in a partner. They want honesty. They want someone to be able to say, no, I'm not feeling that. Or yeah, that sounds good. You know, and like mean it. And not in some passive aggressive way. This is you fine-tuning yourself. This is you clearing out those last bits of illusion, those ways that you poison your mind thinking that you're not worthy of this new beginning, that you can't show your face. You're following old rules. You realizing that you make the rules. We got the star on the bottom with the 2 of coins. We got the 6 of cups and the 9 of cups. So this is a past life energy that I'm feeling. You're remembering who you are. You're standing up in that power. And on a practical note, yeah, it could be someone from the past. It could be a past love that you're being reintroduced to again in this lifetime. It all depends on what you want. You know, it's like this energy of you're gonna get all these offers. You let the universe know what you're ready for by what you agree to, what you're willing to discard, and what you're willing to accept. That's how you know what you're ready for. If you want something very specific, then every other thing else is settling. There's no point in wasting time when you know what you want. So I'm gonna pull a card from the Isis Oracle deck because that Ace of Cups really reminded me of the of Isis. And this is just the vibe. This is just like that ancient powerful energy. It's like, stop seeing yourself as, you know, we're thankful for our human bodies. We are so much more than these bodies though. You start to see yourself in a higher light. You're going to start to tap into that power. Queen of Heaven, blessing from the divine Empress of the skies, pillar of light, descent of the star of Isis, wings of Isis, uniting with the angelic self. This is a full regeneration. Birth, living, death, birth, living, death, birth, living, death. Like this is an entire cycle of your ascension. Know that you are so connected. Like I need y'all to look at these cards. Like you cannot look at these images and just not feel the power and who you are. Look at these cards. This is who you are. Living, breathing gods and goddesses walking on the planet. And you have to know that. You have to tap into that energy. Heal that solar plexus chakra so you can get your birthright. Take what's rightfully yours. Step into your power. No one's just about to give it to you. It's not in their best interest to just hand over your birthright. You have to show up and go grab that. So, fellow empresses and emperors, I hope this reading was helpful to you. If you found something helpful in it, please like the video. It really helps the channel. Follow us over on Instagram at Pharaohs Rise. We have daily live readings. If you missed some, they're still on there. Just tap in over there and you can watch them as often as you need to. If you would like to book a personal reading, that link is in the description box below, www.TotalUnderstandingTarot.com. It's our new website, and thanks to everyone who's been supporting our channel. Thanks to everyone who shows love and comments, and just really interacts and let us know that you're out there, you're receiving the messages, and liking the videos. Just like helps. It also helps me know that it's resonating with you. Okay, the messages are coming through, but it's really good to know that, okay, this is helpful. All right, you know, we do what our mission is and what we're called to do, but reassurance is always nice. So never underestimate the power of you giving someone a compliment, just liking someone's photo or picture, or posting a nice comment, even if you don't know the person. It's just this energy of giving out love unconditionally, and you're automatically going to attract that energy back into you. So just try that this week and see how it manifests. You may be looking for love to come in one way, and the universe has a whole other surprise for you that's going to be fulfilling in another way that you couldn't imagine. Okay, so enjoy our week, keep in touch, and we will see y'all on the next round of videos. So much love and light and peace. Namaste.